for my next Dunder Mifflin Game Day episode. And I'll be playing Jeopardy for the Wii with returning champ Pam Beasley. This time, she's going to be challenged by Stanley and Kevin.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
And as are the life and legacy of Alex Trebek. Disable the mini games. Let's get started.
This is Jeopardy!
Dunder Mifflin edition. Pam Beasley, Stanley Hudson, and Kevin Malone. Good luck, you guys.
Clues are
Jeopardy
worth
round
$200
categories
to $1,000
are
in these categories. On Broadway.
Broadway.
Where's that?
Where's that?
Literary
Geography.
Word Up.
Word Up.
Mountains.
Mountains.
And
Intravenous.
Intravenous. A lot of clues,
All
a lot
right.
of categories.
Pam, where do we
Player
start?
one, make a selection. You
Let's
can
start with
put the
where's that
remote at the
for,
screen and press the A button to
200.
select the clue.
Where's that for 200? Okay.
Upon its 1914 completion, this shortened a ship's voyage between New York City and San Francisco by about 8,000 miles.
Pam.
Player one,
What's the
use
Panama
Wii
Canal?
remote or press the corresponding.
That's
Yes.
correct. Go again, Pam.
Player one.
Where's that
back
for
to you.
4?
Looking like it's going to get the boot and covering nearly 10,000 square miles, it's the largest island in the Mediterranean.
Pam.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is Sicily? Correct. Choose again. 600.
You again, player one. Portland, Salem, and Eugene are the largest cities in this state.
Pam.
Yes, player one.
What's Oregon? Right.
That's right, way to go.
Go again, Pam.
Please pick again, player one.
Where's that for 8?
Wellington is its capital.
Pam.
Okay, player
What
one.
is New Zealand? Correct.
That's it.
Go again.
Player one.
Where's that for
Pick again.
1,000?
Take me to your lemur. This island country lies about 240 miles east of the African mainland.
Stanley.
Player two.
What is Madagascar?
Good.
Absolutely correct. Go again, Stanley.
We
Okay,
return to you, player two.
Why don't we try Word Up for 200?
Change your attitude, or rather one letter in attitude, to get this word meaning height.
Kevin.
It's player three.
What is aptitude? No.
Anyone else care to try to come
Stanley
up
or
with a correct
Pam?
response?
Pam.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is altitude? Correct. Choose again, Pam.
You get to
I'll
pick
try
again,
Word Up
player
for
one.
400.
It's what we call a word that has the same meaning as another word.
Whoa. Sorry about that. Kevin.
Okay, player three.
What's a synonym?
Right
Yep.
you are.
And now you are back on the plus side, Kevin.
Choose
Go
again.
again.
Player three.
Word Up for 6.
This word can mean a hole or any hollow place, especially on a tooth.
Pam.
Yes, player one.
What's a cavity? That's correct. How about
Select again.
Word Up for 8? Oh, Daily Double, Pam Beasley.
Answer.
Let's
It's
do,
the Daily Double. You are currently
let's do
in the
1,200.
lead. How much are you going to wager, player one? And the Daily Double clue. It's one of the bones of the forearm, or a line from the center of a circle to the circumference.
What's the radius?
That
You
puts
are
even
correct.
Further ahead.
Miss Beasley, Go again.
Player 1, you pick
Word up for
again,
1,000.
please. From the Latin for kidnapper, it means to take someone else's ideas or writings and pass them off as your own. Let's hear it,
Pam?
Player 1.
What is plagiarism? What is plagiarize?
Good.
Yes, that is correct. Choose again, Pam Beasley.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Mountains for 200.
The Hoosick Mountains are a range of these colorful mountains located in Vermont.
Kevin,
Yes, Player 3.
what are the Green Mountains? Correct. Choose again, Mr. Malone.
Player 3, you pick again, please.
Mountains for 6.
The Waimea Mountains in this U.S. state rise up to 4,025-foot Mount Kaala.
Kevin,
Okay, Player
what
3.
is Hawaii? Correct. Go again, Kevin.
You get
I'll
to pick
do
again,
mountains for
Player
400.
3. Tenzing Norgay was one of the first 2 men to reach the summit of this mountain on May 29, 1953. Here's the
It
correct
was
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. Could have known that one.
Select again.
Stay aboard, Kevin. Mountains for 8.
The Caucasus Mountains of Eastern Europe are predominantly found in this country.
Stanley,
Player 2.
what is Russia? Right.
Correct.
Choose again, Mr. Hudson.
We return to you.
Let's do mountains for 1,000.
Geological evidence shows that this 5,000-mile mountain chain may extend south into Antarctica.
Stanley,
It's Player 2.
what is the Andes? Correct.
Good.
Go again, Stanley.
Choose again.
Okay,
Player 2.
Intravenous for 200.
Venus's surface is hard to view from Earth because it's completely covered by these.
Stanley,
Let's hear it. Player 2.
what are clouds? Right.
Oh, you're right.
Choose again, Mr. Hudson. I'll
Please pick
do
again. Player
Venus
2.
for 400.
One of these on Venus lasts about 244 Earth ones.
Pam,
Player 1.
what's a day? That's correct. 600 on
Back to you.
intravenous.
Like Mercury, Venus has this many moons.
Pam,
It's Player 1.
what is 0? Is correct. Go again.
You again, Player 1.
Venus for 8.
We're not sure if it was ancient or not, but the first U.S. flyby of Venus was by one of these space probes in 1962.
Pam,
Yes, Player 1.
what's a mariner? Mariner? Yes.
That is correct.
Choose again.
Player 1. Pick again.
Intravenous for 1,000.
Galileo's finding that Venus goes through these, like the moon, was the first direct evidence for Copernican ideas.
Pam,
Okay, Player 1.
what are phases?
You
Correct.
Correct.
What's next, Pam?
You get to pick again, Player 1.
I'll do on Broadway for 200, please.
2 snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the bad news these, but the bad idea these.
Kevin,
Let's hear it, Player 3.
what are bears? Uh-huh. Choose again. Kevin,
Select again.
I'll do Broadway for 400.
Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall. Okay,
Pam.
Player 1.
What is rent? That's correct.
That's correct.
What's next, Pam? 800.
Player 1. Pick it. Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wiedekind originally wrote in this language.
Pam,
Player 1.
what's German?
That's
Correct. Choose again, Pam Beasley.
Player 1, back to you.
Broadway for
our
600?
next. Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Seeley in The Color This.
Kevin,
Yes, player 3.
What is purple? Is correct. Go again, Mr. Malone.
You again, player 3.
Let's do Broadway for 1,000.
Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical.
Pam.
It's player 1.
What is Chicago?
Good
Yes.
for you. We
All
return
that's
to
left
you,
is literary
player 1.
geography. Alright. Where are we going in that category? 200. Okay.
In chapter 8 of this novel, Atlanta is very exhilarating and temporarily even better than Tara.
Kevin.
Player 3.
What is Gone with the Wind? Yes. Let's do 400.
Player 3. You pick again, please. In the preface to the Moonstone, Vishnu commands 3 Brahmins in this country to guard the title gem night and day.
Stanley.
It's player 2.
What is India?
Correct. Go again, Mr. Hudson.
Please pick again.
600 on literary geography.
In Pride and Prejudice, Mrs. Bennet says, the country is a vast deal pleasanter than this city.
Stanley.
Okay, player 2.
What is London?
Right.
That's it.
Okay,
Player
800.
2. In chapter 5 of The Sun Also Rises, horse chestnut trees are in bloom in this city's Luxembourg Gardens.
Kevin.
Yes, player 3.
What is Paris?
Uh-huh. Last clue.
And the last clue for $1,000. It's the first river mentioned in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Pam.
Let's hear it.
What is the Hudson River? Correct. As it turns out, Kevin is going to go first in Double Jeopardy.
Selection will be yours, player 3, when we return from this break. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000.
Double Jeopardy categories are?
The elements.
The Elements.
Map quest.
Map Quest.
Country cookbooks.
Country Cookbooks.
The Old Testament.
The Old Testament.
Presidential campaigns.
Presidential Campaigns.
And play along.
And Play Along. All
Player
right.
3. You're
Where
in
do
last
we
place.
start?
Let's see
Kevin?
if we can close that gap.
Let's try Map Quest for 400.
To visit Sensoji Temple in this capital, cross Komagata Bridge, turn right, and walk north on the Nakamise Dori.
Pam.
Yes, player 1.
What is Tokyo?
Correct.
Way to go.
Go again.
Once
800.
again, player 1. The drive from Denmark to Malmö in this country includes a 5-mile stretch across the Oresund Bridge.
Stanley.
It's player 2.
What is Sweden?
That's correct. Choose again, Stanley.
Player 2.
1,200 on Map Quest.
From Paris's Royal Saint-Honoré Hotel, walk a half-mile down Rue Saint-Honoré, turn right, and walk into its glass pyramid.
Kevin.
Okay, player 3.
What is the Louvre?
That's correct. Choose again.
Player
Kevin.
3. Back to you.
Map Quest for 1,600.
To visit San Marino, take a winding road up Mount Titano, a short drive from Rimini in this country.
Stanley.
Player 2.
What is Italy?
That's correct, Stanley. Choose again.
Player 2. Back
Map
to you.
Quest for 2,000.
From Ulaanbaatar, go straight south to Wuhai, flip a left, and go about 500 miles to reach this world capital.
Pam.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Beijing? That's
Good.
correct.
We return to
Your
you,
turn,
player
Pam.
1.
Play along for 400.
A childhood chum, or this month's centerfold. It's player 2.
Stanley.
What's a playmate?
That is correct.
Player
Stanley.
2. Pick again.
Play along for 8.
To treat something as less important.
Pam.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is to downplay? Uh-huh.
Correct. Choose again, player 1.
Okay, where do we go, Pam? Play along for 1200.
Beastly boisterous behavior.
Pam,
Yes, player 1.
what is horseplay? Correct.
Correct.
Go again. 1600.
Select again. Alan Ball and Bud Schulberg came up with great ones.
Pam,
Player 1.
what are screenplays? Uh-huh.
You again,
2000.
player 1. This publication has been serving theater since 1884. Okay,
Pam?
player 1.
What is playbill? That's
Right
it.
you are.
Go again, Pam.
Please pick again, player 1.
Let's do the Old Testament for 400.
This book says Noah's Ark was 300 cubits in length, making it about 500 feet long.
Stanley.
It's player 2.
What is what is Genesis?
Yes.
Yes. Choose again.
You get
Old
to pick
Testament
again,
for 8.
player Jacob and this other twin son of Rebekah even struggled against each other in their mother's womb.
Kevin.
Yes, player 3.
What is?
Oh, who is Sarah?
No. Who's David?
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Stanley or Pam? Stanley.
Okay, player 2.
What is Abel?
That's not it. Anyone else?
Pam, you want to try? Pam.
Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Esau? There you
You
go.
got it.
Okay. What's next, Pam?
Please pick again.
1200
player
on Old
1.
Testament.
In Samuel 28, the prophet Samuel appears to King Saul and predicts his defeat by this group.
Pam.
Player 1.
What are Philistines? Philistines is correct. Miss Beasley. Choose again.
Player 1, back to you. for
Old
our
Testament for
next
1600?
selection. According to the Bible, she was not only Abraham's wife, she was also his half-sister.
Kevin.
Okay, player
Now's
3.
the time for it. Who is Sarah?
That's correct.
Player 3.
About-
You pick again, please.
Old Testament for 2000.
Deuteronomy may mean second law, but it's this number book of the Old Testament.
Pam.
Yes, player 1.
What's the fifth?
Good.
That's correct.
Player 1, pick again.
Elements for 400?
Because sound travels 2.7 times faster in this gas than in air, inhaling it makes your voice higher.
Kevin.
Let's hear it, player 3.
What is helium?
Yes. Choose again, Kevin.
You get to pick again, player 3.
Elements for 800, please.
Neon, argon, and radon are among these gases formerly called rare or inert.
Stanley.
It's player 2.
What are noble gases?
You are correct. Choose again, Mr. Hudson.
We return to you, player 2.
Elements for 1200.
Superman knows its atomic number is 36.
Kevin.
Player 3.
What is krypton?
Yes. Choose again, Mr. Malone.
Choose again, player
Um,
3.
Element 16.
This very hard metal is named for the children of Uranus and Gaia.
Kevin.
Let's hear it, player 3.
What is titanium?
Correct.
You got it.
Go again, Kevin.
Select again.
2000 on elements.
Harold Crotto and others found this common element had a new molecular form, the fullerene.
Pam.
Yes, player one.
But it's carbon. Right.
Right you are.
Next, Pam.
You again, player one.
Presidential campaigns for 400.
A campaign slogan in 1964 said, "All the way with these three letters."
Stanley.
Player two.
What is LBJ?
Correct.
Yep.
What's next, Stan?
Campaigns
Player
for
two.
8.
I pledge myself to a new deal for the American people, he said in accepting his 1932 nomination. It's
Stanley?
Player two.
Who is FDR? Franklin Roosevelt.
That's correct. Go again, Stanley.
Please pick again.
1600.
In 1916, he campaigned under the slogan, "He kept us out of war."
Stanley.
Okay, player two.
Who is Warren Harding?
No.
That's wrong.
Kevin or
Anyone
Pam?
else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Kevin.
Player three.
What is... Oh wait, who is Woodrow Wilson?
Yes, that's correct. Choose again, Mr. Malone.
We return to you, player three.
Campaigns.
12.
The 1976 ticket of Jimmy Carter and this running mate was dubbed Fritz and Grits.
Stanley.
Let's hear it, player two.
Who is Walter Mondale?
Yes.
Player two.
2000.
Back to you.
Oh, daily double.
I think I'm going to win to 2000.
Double. Player two. You're in last place, so let's see if you can close the gap. Answer this. The Whigs used a log cabin as a symbol in his 1840 campaign.
Who is William Henry Harrison?
Worked
Yes.
out for you. You're now in
It
second.
worked for you.
You
Go
again,
again.
player
Country Cookbooks for 400.
Fit for a King is full of his favorite recipes, including the chicken served at his wedding to Priscilla.
Kevin.
Yes, player three.
What is... who is Elvis Presley?
Right.
Correct.
Let's do 400.
You get to
No,
pick
800.
again, player. The Little House Cookbook features frontier foods from this woman's classic stories.
Kevin.
It's player three.
Who is Laura Ingalls Wilder?
That's correct.
Correct.
1200.
Select again.
Oh, daily double.
I think I'm going to wager 1200 on this.
Answer.
Oh, you're gonna wager
The
1200?
second daily
Okay.
double. You are
You say
currently
so,
in
Kevin.
second place. How much? Here is your clue. This daughter of Maybelle Carter honored her mom by writing Mother Maybelle's Cookbook.
Who is June Carter Cash?
June Carter. You got it, Kevin.
Okay, let's do 1600.
You'll find Goober's banana pudding in this Mayberry Auntie's book of delightful desserts.
Stanley.
Okay, player two.
Who is Aunt B?
All right. Now the last clue.
Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? There's a recipe for butcher holler possum in Your Cooking It Country by this country music queen.
Pam.
It's player one.
Who is Loretta Lynn?
Good
You are
job.
correct. And it looks like you all get to play Final Jeopardy.
I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Here comes the Final Jeopardy
Jeopardy
player.
category is-
Category is this.
Military men.
You need to select
All right.
a wager.
Place your wagers, you guys. Pam and Stanley have wagered.
Each direction on the plus
All right,
control
now
pad
Kevin.
represents a different
Family,
response.
Pam, Stanley,
Press a
and Kevin have
direction.
wagered.
To select an answer. Now, let's reveal
Here's the final Jeopardy clue.
Books about this American are subtitled Warrior as Wordsmith and The Far Eastern General.
All right. See how you guys did.
What is your response?
Stanley said, "Who is Douglas MacArthur?"
With that correct
That was
response,
right. What was his
you
wager?
will gain
$400. So he's going to wind up with 12,000.
and
Let's see
your
what Kevin
response?
put down. He also said Douglas MacArthur. He too is correct.
And that correct response will add
And his wager was $3,000, putting him at 15,000.
What
Did
did you say?
Pam come up with that as well? She did indeed. She also said Douglas
And
MacArthur.
this correct
She's
response
also
will
right.
add
And how much did she bet?
score?
She bet $23,000, putting her at $50,000. And that makes Pam remain champion. Congratulations, Pam. You did it.
You are
Thank
our
you.
champion.
I'll see you for my next gameplay, guys.
So long.